And here she is. So as you can see, from the first time I got her, she has grown quite a bit. Her main diet consists of fish, which I have right here. The variety is better, obviously. So she gets fish, and she also gets, you know, little baby mice or little baby rats. And that's pretty much the bulk of her diet. Yo, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today's gonna be a simple video. You guys have been asking me to update you on the Caiman, so that's what I'm gonna do. The Caiman is doing great. I've had the Caiman for about a year now, and she is doing great. And I'm gonna feed her today, so you guys get to watch me feed her and kind of get into what I've been feeding her, what her diet's been. It's pretty simple, but I think it will be a fun video for us. So let's go check out the Caiman and let's go see what's going on. This is actually going to be the first part of a two-part video because I have a little bit of a surprise that I got recently, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So that won't be in this video. So this video, we're just doing the Caiman, and let's go check her out. She's in here. She's been doing great. I don't know if we'll be able to see her. Setup's the same as before. And we cannot see her. So, looks like we're gonna have to go underwater. Hopefully we can get a better view of her. So, what does a Caiman eat? What do I feed Sheila here? Well, her main diet consists of fish, which I have right here. And you can buy these fish. These are called smelts. You can buy them at pretty much any Asian market. I also was feeding her needlefish. I forgot what the other kind of fish I was feeding her was. But a variety is better, obviously. So she gets fish, and she also gets, you know, little baby mice or little baby rats. And that's pretty much the bulk of her diet. I learned that it's better to, if you can, to give them whole foods than it is just to give them, like, you know, a piece of chicken or, you know, a piece of like a fillet of a fish or something like that. Fillet of fish. Shout out McDonald's. Anyways, it's better to give them whole foods because everything that goes with it, like the bones and muscles and all that type of stuff, is all good for them. So, because that's what they get in the wild. So I try to feed her whole foods if I can. I have given her like pieces of raw chicken, pieces of, what else? I gave her like pieces of salmon and stuff like that, and that works too. But this pretty much makes up the bulk of her diet. Whole fish, whole mice, whole rats, babies obviously because she's still small. So yeah, so we're gonna try to feed her. She can be a little tiny bit camera shy, so I'm gonna try my best to capture it on camera. Whenever I'm not filming her or something though, she usually always comes up and grabs the food off the tongue, so we'll see if we can catch that. So I've been trying to get it where she knows it's feeding time. Let's see if she'll come. So when she doesn't eat, because there's been times where she hasn't wanted to take stuff off the tongs. So what I do when that happens is I just go ahead and put all the fish right there, and she'll be able to go get it on her own time. But yeah, man, owning a Caiman has been great. Sheila, she's still a little, you know, skittish. She can still be a little skittish. I try working with her. Honestly, I don't pick her up too often, just because I don't want to stress her out too much. But she has been getting a lot better of coming to me when she knows I have food, and it's been cool, man. It's been cool watching her grow. She's gotten a lot bigger since I first got her. As you can see, her setup is still pretty much, it's the same. It's the same as what it was before. If you notice, it's winter right now, it's December. So the water, I keep the water lower than what I usually would, and that's just because that helps with the heater heating up this water. It doesn't have to work so hard unless it was full. Usually I would fill it up all the way to the cinder block in the summer when it's warmer outside, but because I need to keep this water heated, it's better to keep the water a little bit lower just so that the water stays heated, because in this cold weather, you know, when temperatures drop into the 50s and below, you want to make sure that the water stays warm, because your Caiman, alligator, crocodile, whatever you may have, will stay in the water where it's warm. And as long as that water is good and is like in the 70s or above, then your animals will be fine. So that's why I keep the water lower. It's easier for my heater to heat it all up. Oh, I should also add, the reason why I do that little popping sound whenever I'm feeding her is because I want her to associate that sound with food. So whenever she hears that sound, she knows food's coming. When I'm just going in there and just messing around in her enclosure without that sound, I want her to know that there's no food. So I want her to associate that sound with food. And when she doesn't hear that sound, that means no food's coming. And that just helps. I'm not saying it's a foolproof plan. Like, I wouldn't put my fingers near her mouth anyways, you know, if I wasn't making that sound. But it does help so that she associates, she knows when I'm bringing her food and when I'm not bringing her food. So that does help. So that's the reason why I make that sound whenever I'm feeding her. So for now, she's getting small fish, she's getting small mice, she's getting small rats. In the future, as she grows, obviously the prey has to get bigger to where eventually she'll be eating, you know, chicks and, you know, medium-sized rats and things like that. And we might even upgrade, you know, at some point she might eventually be eating stuff like rabbits and small chickens and things. So just working our way up, but she's growing at a steady pace. Not too fast, honestly, she's growing a lot slower than I expected. So yeah, it's been fun. Feeding time's always the best part of owning any type of crocodilian species, for sure. Feeding time's the best. Okay guys, so it's about like 2 days later after originally filming this video, and I totally forgot that I didn't show you guys the Caiman to give you guys like a size comparison from when I first got her till now. It's been a little, like 2 months, it's been a year and 2 months since I've got her. So I gotta show you guys what the size difference is. It's actually Christmas now, which is why I'm wearing the Christmas shirt. So Merry Christmas to you guys. You guys are gonna see this after Christmas, but I'm rambling, that doesn't matter. Anyways, so yeah, I didn't give you guys a size comparison. I feel like I needed to do that. So I'm gonna take the Caiman out, show her to you guys so that you guys can see what a difference a year makes. And so because it's been a little over a year since I got her, she's about a year and a half. So just keep that in mind when you see her, because this is not a large species of Caiman or crocodilian at all. So just keep that in mind when you see her, because she is still small, but she is a year and a half. All right, you guys, and here she is. So as you can see, from the first time I got her, she has grown quite a bit, but she is still small. So this is her at about a year and a half. I got her about a little over a year ago, and she was much smaller than this, but sorry, the lighting's really bad in here. But there she is. I told you guys when I first got her, she's a female, and females are a little bit smaller than the males, so she's probably gonna max out at about 4, maybe 5 feet. But this species of Caiman can get up to the upwards of 6 feet, but that's, like I said, that's mainly the males that do that. Sorry, I keep moving around like this, but I'm trying to give you guys the best possible lighting, and it's hard to see on this small little GoPro camera. But she is just gorgeous. I mean, she has grown so well. She looks so good. She's gorgeous. So I'm gonna go put her back and we'll continue with the rest of this video. And you know, while I got you guys here, I just wanna show you guys, give you guys an update on the tortoises in their enclosure. You guys probably haven't seen them in a while, obviously. I haven't been posting too many videos. But the tortoise enclosure, can I just tell you guys, this was a complete learning experience for me. For those of you who have watched my videos and saw when I was building this enclosure, it looked so good when I first started building it. Not so much anymore. It's fallen apart. These guys have done a number on it, and they have basically destroyed it. What's up, dude? He's gonna bump. Now, why would you do that? You don't like me being in your space, do you? All right, Achilles. But if you guys look, I have to put cinder blocks all around these enclosures because these guys have pushed these enclosures down. So don't do what I did. Don't build your tortoise enclosure like I built mine, because it is not strong or sturdy at all. You gonna bump it too? It's just, like I said, it's a learning experience. This guy actually got out while I was on vacation over Thanksgiving. He got out and decided to take a little trip down the street. Luckily, somebody found him and responded to my Facebook post that I made saying that I lost a tortoise. But you can just see I got cinder blocks because the biggest problem that I had with making this was I didn't cement these in. So these wooden posts, I didn't cement them in to where they were sturdy. I just put them straight into the ground. And that was probably my first and biggest mistake. So if I were to build a tortoise enclosure over again, what I would do is I would cement it in, which I've already started to do. Old can. This is not my can, but all throughout this property, when the dogs dig and when the tortoises dig, cans like that come up. But as you can see, in the weakest points, so anyways, I got distracted. So at the weakest points, I've started cementing them in, makes them a little bit stronger, but there's still some areas that I need to cement in because these, I just put them straight into the ground, no cement, no nothing. And what happens is after the rain, the soil gets looser, and when the tortoises are pushing on it, the posts start to fall over, and so that's a problem. So don't do what I did on the tortoise enclosure. My tortoise enclosure stinks. If you watch that video, hopefully you see this video and know that mistakes were made. But that's what this channel is all about, right? Just making mistakes and learning from them and bringing them to you guys so that you guys don't make the same mistakes I did. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this part of the video. There is going to be a part 2 coming out. It's not gonna be, it's probably be like the next day or the day after this video comes out that the part 2 will come out. I hope that you guys have an amazing Christmas. This video probably won't be out before Christmas, but I hope that you guys all had an amazing Christmas. I hope that you got everything that you wanted for Christmas, spent time with your family, and stayed safe. Comment any questions that you have about Caimans down below. Make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, and please, please, please share this video with a friend. Until next time, everybody, my name's Pierce LaValle. We are in Pierce's Planet, and remember, it's all about the res, baby. Peace.